Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 3.
High fly ball. Jim, that one's back. That's out of here.
Catch and fire. It's on the. He made it! Oh my God! Wow!
Gentlemen, and welcome inside Platt Arena. Carson Watkins joined by my good friend Ryan Walker, and today we got a matchup between the Huntington University Foresters and the Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars. Ryan, this is shaping out to be a good one.
Yeah, it absolutely is, Carson, and both teams just came off of wins on Wednesday night by 30 plus. Mount Vernon defeating Taylor by 30, Huntington defeating the national champions of 2019 by 31 points here at Platt Arena. This is going to be a fun one, Carson. Both teams showing no rust after Huntington did not play for a month, and Mount Vernon Nazarene's first game was on Wednesday. They had 10 games canceled due to the coronavirus, so it'll be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, both teams, very great teams, but Ryan, we got a couple players that we want to watch out for. And so when we're looking at players to watch for the Foresters, we got Zach Goodline. Ryan, give me the rundown.
Zach Goodline played so well on Wednesday. He looked like a complete point guard, and if you watch the whole game, I said it about 20 times, so sorry if I sound like a broken record, but he was just a complete point guard, scoring 20 points. He was really good defensively. He shot 8 for 11 from field goals. He was awesome beyond the arc, dishing the ball out. He did everything so well. He facilitated a very good offense from the point guard position. I mean, you could pick your poison here. Ben Hummerkaus also was shooting very well, but
my goodness.
we're gonna pick Zach Goodline today because he was facilitating everything offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Goodline has 102 points on the season, leading the team. So he's playing really well, like you said. He's dishing the ball out. He's running a complete offense. He's played the most minutes out of anybody. You rarely see him take a seat.
Right.
If you do, it's pretty late, like in the half, if it's already kind of out of reach. So, like you said, I think you said it best. It's the Corey Alford effect. 6-0 coming in off of Steve Platt's recruiting class. Just a great combination. But looking at Mount Vernon has another great player to watch. Ryan, once again, give me the rundown.
We're going to talk about Javon Knox, a guy that scored 20 points last game, returning as the leading scorer. Now, we understand that we had a special freshman for the Cougars that scored 24, but we're going to choose Javon Knox as our player to watch out for today's game. A guy that's going to be really hard to guard for the Foresters here. Now, they did take care of Brandon Durnell as best as they could, and it really kind of worked for Corey Alford's defense. So I assume we're going to see a lot of pressure on Javon Knox today, but he's a player that's going to be able to fight through that and give the Cougars what they need to try to win against the Forester tonight.
100%. You know, I think one thing is that now that we have a little bit of scouting report, I bet it had to be a little bit nerve-wracking on Coach Alford to say, this team has not played yet.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to recruit them? But, you know, we see Russ Sager, we see Knox, we know what they're doing, we know what kind of offense they're running. And also for the Cougars, they have a little bit more film on the Foresters that they're able to reference. So it's going to be exciting. We saw with the Cougars that they ran a zone defense. Didn't work because Ben Hummerkaus and
Zach Goodline.
Goodline.
West, everybody was shooting so well. Yeah.
Everyone was just shooting incredibly well, just like you said. And looking at overall, this team is really functioning well together. Both teams are. You know, you don't win by 30 if you don't have if you have a good culture. But this Huntington team is a lot different than the Huntington team of past years. This is a team that's playing really well together, has a great recruiting class, scoring the ball, moving the ball around. They have a great chemistry. I hang out with them from time to time. They all love each other. You can just tell this is a magnificent culture change this team has gone through.
And that's very true, Carson, but we will come right back with the starting lineups. Thank you for watching FDN Sports. We got a good one tonight.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean, efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Watkins, Ryan Walker here. Ryan, you want to run us down for the starting lineup for the visiting Mount Vernon Cougars?
Sure thing, Carson. And just like we talked about before, we have Javon Knox, number 4, a senior guard. We also got Eric McCaughlin, Kyle Kegley, Cade Rusager, the freshman, and another freshman, Carter Pline. Just like Huntington, they've got a couple freshmen that are coming in that are in the starting lineup, ready to go, taking some really key minutes into the game. But also for Huntington, we've got Peyton West at guard, Ben Hummerkaus, the freshman, Caleb Middlesworth, Hank Pulver, and Zach Goodline, the transfer from Oakland University.
Coach Alford really sticking with this overall good lineup. He's seen that it's working. He knows that he can get sparks off the bench, but this is the correct starting lineup that it's been proven time and time again. You know, this team, they're a little bit of a wild card coming into the season, Ryan. We didn't quite know what to expect from them. A 9th place finish last year, kind of had a late season dip, and that's kind of what I would talk about. One thing that this team really struggled with last year was finishing out games. There was a handful of times they couldn't finish out games, and that includes the last time Mount Vernon came here. For Forester fans, you might need a refresher, but with 8:29 remaining last year, the Mount Vernon took a timeout, 64-54. 8 minutes later, it's 72-72, and we're heading to overtime.
Yep.
And then the Foresters would end up losing in overtime, 88-82, because what tied it up was a late 3 from Knox. So this is a team that you cannot let off the brakes with, Ryan. We're going to see them play. You know, I think we saw Foresters, they can do it. We've seen a lot of minutes being played. We've seen, especially against the Cougars, you know, it was a 30-point win, but a lot of those points came in the last minute or two for the Cougars. Foresters weren't really too interested in running up the score. They were just keeping the ball in their possession for as long as they possibly could, but definitely do not want to let off the gas.
Right, Carson, and you said, just like you said before, that's the same starting lineup. Why not keep it that way? All of the starting 5 were in double figures last game with 10 or more, and all of them are averaging more than 10 per game. So, Carson, we're going to have a fun matchup today. Mount Vernon, historically a pretty good team. Huntington has a new surge of rejuvenation with Corey Alford. Let's have a fun one tonight.
Oh, it's going to be a great one as you see the sportsmanship. Outside of goalkeeper of the men's soccer team, Gabe Greenfield, and the head bowling coach, no fans in the stands today. So
right, we got some workers here that are working from here on campus. So thank you to them for making this all possible. But for everybody watching at home, let's have a good basketball game, and
we're happy to have you here.
Yeah, let's enjoy how normal it can be.
Peyton West gets tripped up there right off the bat. Ben Hummerkaus did win the tip, but Peyton West kind of misses an opportunity there on the first possession. He took a spill. Looks like the ball might have just hit the line, but Peyton West getting back on defense almost immediately. Now here he is. Knox going to start off the game here. He passes it over. And let's pass off to Knox again. Gets the check off West. West with some great defense there. Ball being moved up here. It looks like Goodline took a spill to the corner. Inside again, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Knox is going to go at the buzzer. No good. Pulver tries to grab the rebound. Hummerkaus eventually comes up with it.
That's a really good defensive possession by the Foresters there. You saw Mount Vernon Nazarene come out with a really electric kind of offensive play, running around all over the place trying to confuse the Foresters, but they stayed on their man and they did a good job.
Here comes Goodline again. Goodline drives in. He gets the first 2 and 1. That was a foul on Carter Pline.
Good liner player to watch out for, and already showing why. Driving into the lane and getting a free throw up here.
teams first. Looks like Knox has a untied shoe that we will tend to here. Coach Alford doing some coaching real quick as Goodline waits to take the first one. That one is up and good. That one good. Zach Goodline being great from the line so far this year, shooting 9, now 10 for 15. Ball kicked around here yet again. This one moved in. Stripped away here. Looks like Knox is going to grab it and barely keeps it in bounds. Good job by him, and a foul called. I believe that was on Hummerkaus.
I don't think we needed the foul there. We're really showing freshman experience there from Hummerkaus, kind of reaching in with his hand there. Don't think he needed to do that necessarily. Definitely
didn't want to waste the time out there, but I think it will be a good overall stop there for Hummerkaus. You know, that's kind of the thing with the reach-in foul. Sometimes it just looks like an average run-in-the-mill steal with a great block there from Goodline. That's the other good thing about having Goodline on this team. He's not the tallest guy on the court, but he makes up for it with his vertical. Pulver drives in here. Pulver's really perfected that shot. He takes it up to the hoop. You always think he's just going to slam it down. He does a little turnaround move and just banks it in for an easy 2 every time. Saw that a couple times on the 31-point win against Spring Arbor last Wednesday night. We get another turnover here. And Zach Goodline, we mentioned it a lot over and against Spring Arbor. For the remainder of 2020, no fans allowed here in Platt Arena. So obviously a little bit different. You know, when I was doing research on the game from last year, you know, it just felt so weird. The crowd was full, elbow to elbow, and this year there's nobody here. As West is going to take a step back 3, no good. But overall, you know, you saw it right there. Goodline got up, high fives from everyone on the bench. They're excited. They're creating the energy that's going to be lacking from the crowd. Both benches here are going to do a really good job tonight, as we already saw. I mean, Mount Vernon just turned it over for the 2nd time in a row last possession as they hit the 3 here. But three-pointer there from Kyle Kegley. Their bench was still clapping and getting excited, say, hey, it's all right. We're still in this game. Let's go. As Middlesworth takes the pick here, sends it across to Pulver as West. Pulver pulls up from the top of the key, and he sinks that one for another 3 for him. Pulver has struggled from beyond the arc this year so far, but good to see he saw one sunk through. Maybe he'll change the narrative a little bit today. That makes Pulver 5 for 15 from deep. Pulver with another block. Forrest is playing great defense so far. Hummerkaus trying to find an open lane here. Can't quite get it. It's going to reset. Has 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Calling out the play. Goodline stands on the Huntington logo. Trying to find an opening. Pulver's going to pull up again from the sweet spot, and that's another 3 there for Pulver. I think he's found a sweet spot, Ryan. I think he did. Didn't shoot that well a couple nights ago. Huntington overall from the floor, and especially beyond the arc, they shot over 50% from 3. Hummerkaus with another great steal. As it gets on the ground, West trying to grab this one. He gets dogpiled on. Unfortunately, that will bring the possession to the Cougars. Great heads-up play there. Know that you had possession, not letting West get that pass off. Inbound pass coming here from Rucksager, my apologies. Knox has this one. Ball once again just being kicked around. Forrester's playing really well around the perimeter right now. Dive in here, second chance opportunity, no good, and finally gets that one to sink as Kegley. Kegley with 2 rebounds on that one, Ryan. Middlesworth gets a hook shot, awkward bounce for him, does not sink. It's good back-to-back possession by Cade Rucksager there, the freshman. Dropped 24 in his first collegiate game. And Knox gets that one to sink too. Peyton West gets the cross-court pass. Just like that, Mount Vernon just caught up. It was 11-3, seemed like 2 seconds ago. Just got to watch those possessions. Goodline does a little Euro step in here, gets into Middlesworth, and Middlesworth, after bobbling the pass, gets it in.
I think as the season goes along, the better Zach Goodline is driving to the hoop and looking for the open man or just finishing himself.
Foul called. Not sure who it's on. It will be an inbound pass. It was a holding call. That's a full media timeout. So Ryan, can you remind us of our sponsors?
We miss you in the bleachers and in the stands, but you still play a huge part in the Forester Athletics story. We need your cheers and we need your support. If playing a sport mattered to you in your life, consider becoming a member of the Forester Athletics Club. You can support athletics in general or specific sport that has significance to you. To learn more, visit huathletics.com. The next steps in Huntington University's future began as a dream. It was the vision of a team of people who believed in the mission of Huntington University and have a passion for its success. With so many dreaming together, the future is now here. It's time to take this vision public and step forward in faith. This $40 million comprehensive campaign, which will take us to the next level as an institution impacting the lives of Foresters today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Are you ready to step forward? Visit huntington.edu/step forward for more information.
So good start for the Foresters so far, but Mount Vernon making a very quick return to being in this game. Like you said, it was 11-3, and then all of a sudden it was 11-8 in the blink of an eye.
Very quick turnaround. Mount Vernon, their bench is really getting into it and encouraging their starters out there, saying, hey, guys, let's go. We're still in this game. It's so early. Let's not fall behind.
Yeah, and I think it had to be difficult for this team as a whole, you know, having your first month canceled because of coronavirus. You know, I think that had to be, you know, I guess it must have been just more frustrating than anything. Like, you're just so close to playing. You're watching other teams play. You know, they were supposed to have a series with Olivet Nazarene, one of the better teams in the NAIA, and just kind of losing that experience right off the bat, and then still coming out and dropping over 90 on Taylor. Just a good start for them.
Yeah, they didn't seem to have too much rust on their side. Playing very well against Taylor. Taylor finishing at the bottom of the conference last year, but still a very solid team. This Crossroads League is very deep, but Mount Vernon was really one of the teams that was affected the most by COVID-19, as their first 10 games were canceled due to coronavirus. So their second game, I think they still are looking pretty good, Carson.
Goodline hit that one off the front of the iron, so now back on offense is the Cougars. Ball being kicked around here. Got to be careful with that foot there. Barely got it moved. This ball stripped away here. That's a foul called. I believe they're calling a reach-in. It was on Peyton West. Only his first. Here comes Clyde Keary and Joel Dyer. Ball being moved in here. Substitution now. Is this one another foul call? That's a travel call, my apologies. That travel called on freshman Burica. Now here comes Goodline bringing it up court. Goodline crosses him over, does a little floater there, and that one sinks for another two for Goodline. So now Zach Goodline, once again, like we said, just scoring really well so far. That's exactly what this team needed him to do if they had any chance of winning today. Ball on the ground again. Good job there by Dyer to pick that one up. Pulver from across court, fakes one man out, goes deep, no good. This ball being moved in here. Pass just a little bit too far ahead, no good. As Pulver tries to get the rebound here, keeps it inbounds. Goodline gets the pick from Keary. Goodline's gonna try to do a little jumper here, no good. I think one thing, out of all the good things that Zach Goodline does, you might want to try to share the ball just a little bit more to start off the game here. It's a good show of confidence, but sometimes if you don't have the open shot, you might as well try to dish it out. Hummerkaus takes this one. Still looking for anything. Forrester's managing the clock quite well, still up 5. Good line from deep, and that one sinks. And that was a great shot for him. He was wide open, just a little bit beyond the key. Knew it was a good shot for him, and he took it.
He was hitting from all over the place last game, Carson. Him and Ben Hummerkaus were having a heck of a game Wednesday night against Spring Arbor, which helped contribute to their 31-point lead against the Cougars, defending national champion Cougars.
Good line will be called with a travel. Thought it was just a step back.
Good line trying to figure out, hey, what did I do wrong here?
Still explain to him that you see that a lot in the NBA, and that's kind of the weird thing in this division. You kind of see it, and even Alford's trying to explain it to him. Because I mean, you see guys like James Harden, Steph Curry, you know, they always do that, and it just sometimes refs call it, sometimes they don't. It's just, I guess it's more of a matter of personal preference. Long 3 here, that one off the iron. Peyton West slips again. Might want to get him on the sticky mat.
Yeah.
Long 3 here. That one's no good again as Curie, maybe for the first time all year, Curie will draw the foul. Not something you see every day. That was on Bariki. The 6'9" freshman against the 6'11" Curie. That one gets stripped off of a pass from West. West tries to play some good defense here, on good transition defense, but 2, that will be 2 for Kyle Kegley. Kyle Kegley, kind of a sleeper. He's been playing really well so far today, Ryan.
Yeah, it was a nice steal to get the bucket there and help him get back right into this game.
Good line drives into Curie. Curie can use his force, gets a little hook shot there off the iron and no good. Ball being moved in here. That's a long 3 yet again off the side of the iron this time. Good line dishes to West. West to Curie. Curie drives in. Surprisingly, no foul call. Curie doesn't have to jump for that rebound. Gets it up again. No good for him yet again. Ball being moved around here. Long 3. That one no good yet again as the Foresters grab another rebound. For what it's worth, the Foresters are rebounding really well. They're just going to have to start capitalizing on a few more of these opportunities to get what they need to happen.
And surprisingly enough, Zach Goodline and Peyton West both lead the team in rebounds per game. Both of them point guards of this team as West turns it over there. You don't see that very often where your guards are producing the most on the board.
Huntington foul on number 14, Charlie Dyer.
That was on Dyer.
The team score.
So that will be a full timeout. And we'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on FDN Sports. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, 8-12, Foresters in the lead.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you. As the owner of JJ's, I invite
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside Platt Arena. Foresters up 6 here, early foul called. Ball moved in here. Javen Knox get the assist there. Now the Cougars within 4. Foresters need to find an offensive opportunity here. As Middlesworth just gets that one tipped.
It's another pressure by Kyle Kegley there. He's been all over the place on the defensive side for the Cougars.
Hummerkaus missed that one. Long three there. That one sinks, and now the Cougars within 1. Good hit there from Clay Hillard. Dyer almost gets that one stripped, tries to find a way to get it out. That's a foul called yet again.
Carson, this is a defense that the Foresters really have not seen all year. So we see really good mopping job by Nico Davitt. Not sure if he's as good as our other guy, Brent Turner, but nonetheless a pretty good mopper.
Looking for the inbound here. Foresters with 5 fouls so far compared to the Cougars 2. Foresters very close to the bonus. 8:47 remaining. Javen Knox passes that one over. There's Hillard with it. Another 3 there for Hillard. And for the first time today, the Cougars take the lead.
I'm really impressed by Mount Vernon's freshmen. Just like Huntington, they got guys coming in that were new, playing really important minutes, but Cougars freshmen are really playing well today.
As West misses that one, Forster's getting a little icy so far. Gonna need as Javen Knox from 3, no good. Ball to the corner, and that's a foul there for Wilson. Wilson will go to the line for 2. Wilson with a huge breakout game in the Nespros Classic Night 1, hit 3 straight threes. First one up and no good.
Oh, that was crazy, Carson. As we look at the replay here, Mitchell Wilson driving to the hoop. Yeah, it looks like he might have tipped him in the face or on the arm. Good call.
Wilson missed the first one, second one up, and that one is good. Foresters now within 1. That's Knox takes this one. Knox drives in here. West with some great defense, but does get the 2.
That is a great drive by Jevin Knox there. This senior player to watch out for. That was a beautiful drive.
Good line over to Middlesworth. Middlesworth's gonna pull up from deep. That one no good.
Yet again, that's Kyle Kegley with a really great defensive play. He's been all over the place, making sure that Caleb Middlesworth, one of the Foresters' best 3-point shooters on the floor, did not get off a good shot and bricked off the backboard.
Ball moved in here and a foul call. That will be a charge.
I'll tell you what, Brent Turner has done a fantastic job with the mops. Guys, I love it. I was talking to him last night. I was like, I know you play baseball, but I think your future is with the mop, man. And he said, you know what? I think the same thing.
I told him it's too bad he couldn't have got one of those jobs in the NBA bubble. I would have liked to have one of those. Ball being moved around. Goodline gets a beautiful pass from Hummerkaus inside. And once again, a 1-point game. No good. As a foul called there. Now it's 5-5. That was on number 40 there. That was on Pline.
That's his second foul of the team's fifth.
Number 40, Carter Pline. I think his brother plays for Ferris State. Mason Pline grew up near my area in Lansing. Very talented basketball player.
Hummerkaus has this one. He takes it over to West. Forrester's looking for an opportunity here as Goodline no good there for to take the lead.
Travel.
As a double dribble called there. Still going to get the slam. Always love a good slam there from Kyle Kegley, but
Oh yeah, you love Ben Hummerkaus on Wednesday night. You were going crazy for that one.
I just love a good dunk.
Fun.
I love a good dunk. I don't know about you. This Mount Vernon team's really young, and there's gonna have to be a little bit of experience. But right now, one thing that both teams are doing is they're kind of each other's offenses have been effectively iced. Foresters for 40% from the field, Mount Vernon for 42. Not exactly what we're used to seeing for the Foresters. As Pulver with the signature again, gets it around the hoop, and now the Foresters back in the lead in this shootout. Knox from deep, no good. Who's it out on? That will be a Forester ball. Goodline gets the pick from Pulver there. Pulver to Middlesworth to West. Now Goodline's going to go deep, and that one sinks, and the Foresters find a little bit of a gap. It's now 26-22.
I saw some of the comments on the Wednesday night YouTube broadcast that we were doing the other day, and a lot of people were so excited about Zach Goodline hitting it from deep and driving to the lane, and that's a perfect representation of how it's been so far this year.
Ball moved in here. There's Knox. Tries to get a good shot up there. That's
out of bounds.
It was out of bounds, barely. Great effort there for Ryan Wolf. Now the Forester with a huge opportunity here to start a gap a little bit more. This might just be a game of runs, but that's what it's looking like. The Foresters kind of had a good start, and Mount Vernon turn around with a run.
Yeah, I think you're right, Carson. We have seen a couple significant changes in both games.
Shot miss there. Now Wolf guarded closely by Goodline. Wolf picks it up, sends it in. There's a good read there. Pulver gets pushed around there, and a missed opportunity there. Good effort once again.
That's Hummerkaus, the team's best defensive blocker on the team, as he misses one there. But we haven't heard much from Hummerkaus other than that last possession there. He was 6 for 8 from beyond the arc, hitting a bunch of them from just so deep beyond the arc that couldn't believe he shot some of them, but I also couldn't believe how much he was making.
Hummerkaus with 13 blocks in the season leads the team and is 10th in the nation overall on blocks. Also, coming into this game, he had 86 points, so he's only about 10 away from 100 from hitting the century mark at his collegiate career. Beautiful pass there from Goodline into Pulver. Pulver gets fouled, gets the wrong bounce, but we'll get two.
Are we able to get a replay on that? That Goodline, I'll tell you, he is looking more and more like a complete point guard that he can be. I mean, he just drove through the lane with a nice head fake, driving through, and a beautiful pass to Pulver to set up for the free throw.
First one up and good.
Goodline's already got 13 points tonight with four boards. Wow.
Look at the replay here. Pulver's second one up and good. That's 2 for 2 for Pulver. 71% free throw shooter coming into the day. Because anywhere that Pulver shines, it really is in the paint from the line. Long three here. That one was perfect. Nothing but net there. Once again from Kegley. Kegley shooting really well today. Right now leading the team with 12 points on the day. Pulver drives this one in. Beautiful spin cycle, but they can't finish.
Kegley with the rebound there. Over the place defensively and offensively for the Cougars. He is playing lights out today. This is going to drive this one through and get the foul.
This one gets in. Good sportsmanship there from Pulver. Once again, great mop shot. You love the mop shots.
I'm telling you, Zach Goodline and Brent Turner might be competing for Player of the Year.
He should. Ball moved in. First one up and no good.
With his second shot.
Here comes the second one. Cougars down 3. This one up and good. Make it 2. Three minutes remaining now. Palmer Cows takes this one. Trying to find a pass, but he can't pick up his dribble. Spins around inside the paint, gets a shot there, and once again, Forrester is just not finding the bottom of the net as much as expected so far. A lot of awkward little bounces, not go in and out. It's like when you play on the park on those double rims. You ever have to do that?
Yep.
Nothing sinks. Another foul called there. I believe that does put the
Knocks
Cougars
off the
in the
line.
bonus and knocks the line.
Huntington foul on number 11, Hank Pulver, his second, the team 7. Jevin Knox at the line for the Cougars. 2 shots.
Javen 2 for 2 on the season thus far. Make it 3 for 3. So Javen Knox at the charity strike right now has the opportunity to tie the game up. This one up and good. We got a tie game, Ryan.
We said this was going to be a fun one, and it's shaping out to be that way as well.
West has this one. And Dyer's going to take one deep. That one no good yet again.
Kirsten, there was nobody to rebound there for the Forsters. All of them were already trailing down by the floor. I'm wondering if Alford's going to try to fix that.
I think it's kind of a mixed bag there because it might be a little bit of a show of confidence. Like, oh, he's going to make it. Let's get on defense.
Yep.
But at the same time, if he doesn't make it, as Dyer gets blocked there with a beautiful block, Dyer grabs it. Wyatt Hughes in this one now. But yeah, I've seen it before on Instagram pages and whatnot, especially like guys who play with Steph Curry for a chance. But Goodline drives in here, gets the 2 and the foul.
Number 12, Zach Goodline.
But some guys like, oh, okay, he's gonna make it. He's automatic. I'll just get back on defense. But sometimes, it's kind of awkward if you miss it. But I guess they still are ready. So it just depends on what your philosophy is as a basketball player.
Well, as awkward as it could look, that coach is going to be screaming at you, coming down. What are you doing? That's the last thing anybody needs.
This one up and good. 32-28 now. And a timeout called there.
Let's get a
Coach
replay
Alford
of
taking
that.
a timeout here. Probably just like what you were saying. Maybe an opportunity to kind of calm the guys down. This has certainly been an exciting one. So overall, good game so far, just like as we predicted. It's 28-31. It's been much of a shootout. 1:34 remaining on the clock. Just looking at overall, I think one thing that the Foresters need to improve on is that Goodline gets a good shot there. But one thing that definitely need to improve on is shot selection thus far. Lots of shots that might not need to be taken. You know, a 30-second shot clock is nothing to blush about. It's longer than most that you get at almost any level of basketball that has a shot clock. So, you know, when you're taking a three from too far back at one point, but Mount Vernon definitely going to have to, they're blocking the ball really well, playing great defense, but just not capitalizing on offense. Ball moved around the perimeter here. Good fake in there and gets blocked by Hummerkaus, but it will be, they will deem that he did get a little bit of his arm, so that's a foul right there. So now both teams in the bonus with 118.
Kegley has 2 shots.
2 shots here for the Cougars. First one up and no good. But this one from below the hoop went pretty fast, so I think the ref just saw maybe a little bit too much arm, not enough ball.
Yeah. Might have heard something.
Like you said, we're sitting up here in the rafters of Platt Arena.
In our little bird's nest, you can see on the screen.
How you guys doing?
We're home until I think COVID dies down, so be happy to get a good bird's eye view from over here.
Yeah. Middlesworth has this one. Going to do a little spin move here. Sends it out to Goodline. Goodline back to Middlesworth, and a beautiful play there as that one gets stripped away. Wilson with some good transition defense, and an awkward pass slows that momentum down. Great job by Wilson to have him covered. Blocked a little bit of shot he had. Another block there for Hummerkaus, making the argument to be maybe the top five in blocks in the country as 36 seconds remaining. Foresters looking to milk as much as they can. Back to Goodline. Goodline gets the pick. He drives in here, and that's 2 for Goodline. It's a 33-29 now.
Goodline is only 2 points away from what his high against Spring Arbor on Wednesday at 20. He's got 18 right now. Some technical difficulties.
You get a little bit of floor cam for a little bit. That's nothing to complain about.
Knox is going to just miss. Oh, it goes in.
It goes in. Are they going to count it? No shot taken. The official will say. Javen Knox will argue it.
I think he may have gotten it.
I was kind of looking. Both the officials getting a talking to. Both of them. Foresters go to the locker room, unfortunately.
Well, let's take a look at that if we can. I think the refs are going to talk about it.
They're going to see if they should count it or not. Looking at it right here. Watch for the red light. First one goes up, has in his hand. Yeah, it was off.
Well, I don't know. That's really close.
It's incredibly close. Let's see. It depends on what the rule. NAI uses the NCAA rule book, and from what I know, so that one up, this one up, and it's out.
Like it's off.
It is out of his hand. Still arguing it.
Refs might have to come up to our bird's nest to see.
They might have to. So we're going to see they're still discussing it. So still discussing it, not exactly sure. They have the opportunity. Both teams looking at it. Coach does go back to the locker room. So it looks like the coaches will go back to the locker room, and I think the referees will go back to the locker room. It is 31-33. I think they gave it to him. So we'll be right. We'll check that. We'll be right back for halftime analysis. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, Foresters up 2. FDN Sports.
What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have the opportunity to use industry standard equipment from 4K cameras to instant replay to better prepare you for a future career. In addition to foundational courses, you'll have the chance to specialize in church media, corporate media, news, or marketing and sales. Or spend your last summer interning in one of America's largest cities, Phoenix, Arizona. In this one-of-a-kind opportunity, you'll have a home base at Huntington University's Arizona Center for Digital Media as you launch into professional opportunities catered toward your area of interest and enjoy the sunshine in the process. Your professional network begins as soon as you become a Forester. Broadcast media majors at HU have a long-standing history of success in the job market. You'll be connected with alumni who have gone before you. Not to mention, all of your professors have industry experience. You've been given a gift. Why not use it to impact your world for Christ? Huntington University Broadcast Media. Real life stories, real world experiences. Impact your community.
I am Dr. Fred Miller. I am the Department Chair of Kinesiology and also an exercise science professor at Huntington University. Huntington University is unique as far as they get a lot of one-on-one attention from the professor. Helping them learn the information or helping them minister a test, whereas some universities, you don't get that one-on-one from the professors. One of our themes focuses is on being a Christian and trying to be a good role model for others. We're here, we really care about the student. We want to see that student succeed, not just preparing them for their future career, but also we want to prepare them to be a servant for God. Huntington University, we have a lot of equipment that students will get an opportunity to use and experience. Some of the equipment we have include a bod pod, which is very famous. We also have other interesting equipment that students will get to use. That equipment includes a VO2 Max, a metabolic cart system. There's also a lot of equipment including other health measures. Students will get plenty of opportunity to learn how to use all this equipment, and they will get administering it to other students. Oftentimes students who get an undergraduate degree in exercise science will go on to physical therapy school, or even they will go on to physician assistant school. And then also another common career path for students is to become a strength conditioning specialist and mainly work with athletes. Exercise science is a degree where students will gain a lot of knowledge about health, but having someone that has the knowledge and experience to help an individual to get fit, to get healthy is important. And students at Huntington University, they learn about knowledge that's credible and that's important for students to have so they can help these individuals.
Everything has a beginning, a moment where a dream becomes an idea, and an idea a creation. Cutting-edge creators are engaging in the ever-changing medium of digital media. But one thing never changes, and that's story. We are storytellers. Whether it's on set, in the lab, or in the field, we are always looking to understand the heart of society and explore the depths of human nature. The goal is to make captivating, moving narratives that the world will want to view and cherish. But the journey to that goal is vital. Where you learn and how you learn makes all the difference. Every great movie or broadcast has a creative body working behind it. And those artists and technicians had to learn, had to start somewhere. They needed a place to tap into their passions and train in their craft. Digital media is a living, breathing thing, consisting of a network of moving parts. Different skills are necessary for a healthy creative body. Some skills you may not have even heard of yet. And without each of those individual breathing parts, we would look and sound a whole lot like this. We need you. In Huntington University's Digital Media Arts Department, you get your hands on equipment from day one. You don't have to wait a few years to get in the studio or get on a set. In your first year, in your first semester, you'll work in supporting roles on underclassmen projects and even get to develop your own stories. So, you want to operate the Red? We can do that. Want to learn how to use a Cintiq? We got you covered. How about anchoring a live TV studio? Yeah, we got one of those too. You may not have a clear plan in mind, or may not know what your interests are yet, but your years at Huntington are time for self-discovery and to embrace your passions. One thing's for sure, the professors are always a source of encouragement and ongoing advice, who more than anything want to see you succeed and grow in those passions. You may be missing home, but rest assured, you always have a family to turn to in this department. Not only does the program grow your technical and artistic side, but it also pushes you to seek truth and grow in your walk with Christ. The power of story itself derives from Jesus. Our artistic skills and visions can be a most meaningful form of worship. The real world starts before that diploma is handed to you. You have opportunities to build up your demo reels, travel for your craft, and work with clients. We prepare you for a life in LA if you choose, possibly a career at DreamWorks, or maybe you work for a professional sports network. Our students are putting out good work and showcasing it to the world. We attend a number of conferences, festivals, and competitions each year. I'll let our awards speak for themselves. And get this, 93% of our graduates are working or in grad school. So this goes out to all the storytellers, dreamers, and artists out there looking for a place to call home the next 4 years while honing their creative minds and skills. So what do you say? Are you in?
It's on the... He made it! Oh my God!
A home run for right fielder Adrian Perez.
Perez started playing baseball at a young age, where he fell in love with the sport. Then, when he made it to high school, everything changed.
When I was a junior, this guy saw me in Florida playing, and he asked me if I want to stay in Florida for better education and find like a scholarship or something in the USA.
This was an offer that Perez and his parents didn't see coming, but there was another curveball on its way.
In that year, my mom got cancer. When that happened, she talked to me and said, "Oh, do you dream? Like go follow your dream. I'm gonna be fine."
So he listened to his mom and started playing for the Iowa Lake Community College Lakers in 2015. That's when he earned the nickname Big Shot. But in the midst of his great success with the Lakers,
I hurt my hamstring in a scout day in Iowa Lakes.
Perez returned to Puerto Rico for therapy in December 2017. After weeks of therapy, he walked his mom through her final days.
My mom passed away after 2 years.
To honor his mother and follow their dreams of going pro, Perez returned back to the U.S.
At that point, I got hurt, and all the school I get is NAIA, but I don't want to talk to nobody. And that frame, Coach Frenson, he called me over and over and over. But all the school, the NAIA just sent me over. He was the only one he want to talk to me. So I told him, I can't play baseball right now. I just trying to rehab and everything. I said, he don't matter. I'm going to give you a good offer so you can come to Huntington University and play here, and we're going to take care about the hamstring and everything. He offered me the offer, and I didn't even call my dad. I said, okay.
So Perez and the Forsters made it official.
I signed, called my dad, tell me I think I made the right decision.
While at HU, Perez remembers that he's almost 9 hours away from his family.
The adversity just helped me go through everything in that point. My dad always watching me in the TV, so when I go to him, I make a sign, so he know he know I just want to play for them.
Let's go! Let's go!
Everything has a beginning. A moment where a dream becomes an idea, and an idea a creation. Cutting-edge creators are engaging in the ever-changing medium of digital media. But one thing never changes, and that's story. We are storytellers. Whether it's on set, in the lab, or in the field, we are always looking to understand the heart of society and explore the depths of human nature. The goal is to make captivating, moving narratives that the world will want to view and cherish. But the journey to that goal is vital. Where you learn and how you learn makes all the difference. Every great movie or broadcast has a creative body working behind it, and those artists and technicians had to learn, had to start somewhere. They needed a place to tap into their passions and train in their craft. Digital media is a living, breathing thing, consisting of a network of moving.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Carson Watkins, my good friend Ryan Walker, and a very good first half from both squads as both squads return back to the court. Ryan, exactly what we were thinking we were going to get today. A defensive shootout with lots of offensive shooting. Both teams being a little bit iced from the field so far. Under 50% shooting from both teams. It's something I definitely did not expect.
Something that I wanted to point out, Carson was told by the scores table that they did in fact count the shot. They must have looked back at the replays and stuff that we had, because we both agreed, yeah, it should be a tie game right now. So I think we got a tie game going for the Foresters, but let's take a look at who are players to watch out for. That good line today. Wow, were we right with our prediction?
Yeah, he's been doing great. I mean, he shoots so well from deep. He's been playing the ball really well. 18 points in the first half. One thing to mention, against Spring Arbor, had 20 the whole game. So he's already almost there. If he gets a 2 anytime within the next 20 minutes, which, let's be honest, good betting odds there. If I were a betting man, I'd put money down on that. So he's going to get that. You know, overall, just a great game from him so far. Playing great defense, has 4 boards. And like you said, him and Peyton West lead this team in rebounds. That's not what you expect from 2 point guards at all. You usually expect them to, be back, be on the perimeter, but that's just really good. One thing I also want to mention, another player I want to talk about real quick, is Peyton West. Peyton West is 100% an unselfish player and has been since he got here. This season, he's averaging 11 points per game, but 39 assists, my apologies. He moves the ball around really well. He knows exactly what his role is. They gave him control of the offense early in the season. He's made up for it quite well. Looking at this, last season, he had 75 assists with 246 points total in the season, averaging 12.9 per game. So he knows exactly what he needs to do, and he does it unselfishly.
And another guy we want to talk about on Mount Vernon. Now, Javen Knox has been playing very well. Nonetheless, he has been a force on this team. But Kyle Kegley is a guy that came in. He's a big, tall, 6'9" guy. He has been a force on the defensive end for the Cougars here. As we see a couple of plays here, yeah, he's got 14 points and 7 rebounds, but that doesn't tell the story that he has played on both sides of the ball. He has been incredible, forcing turnovers and allowing the Cougars to stay in this game and keep it tied at the half here. He single-handedly has helped tie this game.
Yeah, and I think it actually was a 5-point game, so I think it is 31-33 right now. We'll check right when the game starts. We'll check that on Carson Watkins. He's Ryan Walker. We'll be right back here after these ad breaks, and we'll be right back for some second half action.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker. Good game so far, like we said, 31-33. Basket did count, so now they will say it is 33-31. But Foresters, after the jump ball with about 10 minutes remaining, will get the ball to begin the second half. Goodline has this. Forrest was a huge opportunity to take a little bit better of a lead to start off here. West drives this one, and an awkward bounce pass there. And the Mount Vernon bench up and excited yet again. Inside pass here, and a beautiful, beautiful play right there from Kegley, and he's having a heck of a game too, Ryan.
Yeah, like we said in our halftime show, again, he's just proving my point. He is such a force defensively. He is locking down Caleb Middlesworth, creating turnovers, taking advantage of those turnovers, and on both sides of the ball, he must be tired.
He must be, as Middlesworth goes up and grabs two.
He is playing well on both sides of the floor.
Here comes Javen Knox again. This is a long three there, no good. Rebound there from Kegley. Howell gets stripped, foul called for an inbound pass. That foul will be on, waiting.
I think it was Middlesworth.
It was on Pulver.
No, is it Goodline?
Goodline, okay. Finally got
one of the five.
Third time's a charm. And that is out of bounds on West, I believe, into the Fear the Forest student section. Very lively today, if I do say so myself. That big U. Ball moved in here and stripped away by Middlesworth. West yet again, a little bounce pass there to Middlesworth, who shoots it short. Inside pass here, no good. Another rebound there.
That's
and
Kegley.
A great play from Kegley again.
I think I've joined the Kyle Kegley fan club.
If that exists, I will definitely join their email newsletter list. Hummerkaus in here, gets it up, no good.
Great defense by Knox as well.
Hummerkaus looking for the foul, not gonna get it. Bounce pass in there along the baseline. Pulver with a block off the backboard, no good. Forrest is having trouble grabbing a defensive rebound here. This one up, and the Cougars finally get the basket in. The Cougars back in the lead.
It's going to be an exciting second half.
Thought Coach Alford might try to take a timeout here, decided not to take it, as Pulver sends that one to Hummerkaus and then gets the pick. Pulver on the outside again. He's going to drive in, triple teamed. Out to Hummerkaus, bounce off the back of the rim, the side of the rim, then hit the back of the backboard, and then fell out. Knox with a floater and a beautiful bank shot there.
Looks like they're going to call a timeout here, and I think they really need it. Cougars are taking this away right now.
Timeout coming in there late. And that's a foul called. That's a foul called.
Now that was a little
Carter Pline.
Strange. Looked like Corey Alford was telling Zach, hey, come over to the sideline, and he started driving in. And it's like Goodline and the ref were talking about something. I'm not exactly
sure. So the timeout does come. Okay. Time does come there. So it does count. That will be his third. Team's first foul.
Yeah, I guess they got Pline for reach in there. He didn't agree with it, and then not sure if I do either, but then they got the timeout off. That was kind of strange. I saw Alford, he was motioning for Zach Goodline to come to the sideline.
So I think it was a good play by Goodline overall. I think he didn't hear the whistle. And if you played any level of sports outside of, let's say, baseball, but for Chans, you know, you always hear play through the whistle. We've seen a lot of teams, you know, kind of not play through the whistle and grab two. That becomes a defining factor as a discussion happens here. And I think, you know, I even think about, I'm a big football guy, Ryan, as you know. I think about all the players that dropped the ball going at the 1 yard line when no one was within 15 yards ahead of them. So I think it was a good heads-up play by Goodline to drive in without hearing the whistle. So Goodline's going to take a little, he's going to take a little practice dunk there. All for obviously needing to calm the guys down right now. Just gave up an 8-point run.
I think they need to get Ben Hummerkaus involved a little bit more here. He's only got 4 shots right now. He scored 24 in the winning effort against the Cougars last Wednesday night.
Hummerkaus 0 for 5 from the field right now. Definitely uncharacteristic of him. Speak of the devil, there's Hummerkaus with the ball, but he passed it over to West. West fakes out everybody and gets it in. The entire defense shifted right and left West a wide open lane in the left.
Whatever Alford drew up
worked perfectly.
Very perfectly.
West tries to get some good defense going there. Just stripped and a foul called there.
Looked like the ref was telling Zach to calm down a little bit there after his reaction to the foul call.
Definitely don't want, Goodline's not the guy you want to be teed up, but that is his 3rd of the game.
The officials are really involved with the players today. He was talking to Goodline a couple different times. I just saw Jevin Knox and the baseline ref were just chatting it up for a second there too. Hopefully these are good conversations. You always love to see that. You know,
yeah.
Refs are humans too. We like to, you know, we share the love of basketball with each other.
Yeah.
So.
Knox has this one. As Hummerkaus takes a spill and gets it off right at the buzzer.
A bit of a stroke of luck there. Knox was going to step back and take that one, but Forsters came up on the defensive play, so he just dished it down and got the easy bucket.
Goodline gets fouled late.
We're getting a lot of foul calls right now, and I think it's going to be a little bit more frustrating as I think every foul call we've had
has been argued.
They're not really agreeing with it. So
I think one of my favorite clips in sports history, or at least from the last decade, is there's a player from some NHL team. It's blanking me at the moment, but he was arguing the call and looked up at the Jumbotron and realized he 100% did it. No Jumbotron here in Platte Arena, so.
Not yet. Maybe next year. Right?
Maybe next year. That'd be nice to have, honestly.
Got to get the hub done first.
The hub done. And by the way, if you're ready to step forward in faith, visit huntington.edu/step forward.
Perfect advertising right there, Carson.
Knox has this one. Knox looking for a pass, gets it in, and Goodline.
Wow. Can we get a replay of that? I'm not sure where it was called.
Coach Alford.
Looks like it's going to be on 12 Zach Goodline again.
Goodline's going to have to take a seat now. That's huge.
I'm not sure where it was. I didn't see it. Looks like he's got
4, I believe.
4 fouls.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I think it might have been a reach-in.
I mean, I think they're calling it both ways, but it seems like the foul calls are a little weaker than it was in the first half.
I agree. West tries to save that one. I think that was a good
really
play there.
Play.
Pulver grabs that one one-handed Odell Beckham style.
Oh, jeez.
Here comes West, sends it over to Middlesworth. Middlesworth from deep, no good. Pulver with the rebound. Pulver gets that one over to Dyer. Back to Hummerkaus. Middlesworth inside and gets the lucky roll there and sinks it in. Now the Forgers within 1.
That was a really good pass. And way to go by Caleb Middlesworth to get open on that play.
Knox is going to take it there and sinks it. Automatic. Cougars up 4 now with 14:47 remaining. You know, I think one thing that was really, when I was doing my prep last night, I was kind of thinking, so do the Foresters playing games help them, or does the Cougars break help them more as Hummerkaus takes this one, no good, but grabs his own rebound? It's really interesting to see because, you know, it could go both ways.
Foul. Yeah, he wrapped around the waist there as he was going down. And since they fell, Brent Turner is going to have to mop the floor there. Doing a great job keeping everybody safe. But Carson, I think the answer to that is, I think naturally the answer is Huntington would have the advantage because they've played in all these games. They're not as tired because they played one game in the last month or so. So I think naturally playing those games together as a team, you know, you can practice all you want, but that chemistry really builds as you're playing the game live against another team. So I think naturally that's the answer to the question, but I think the Cougars have done a really good job of kind of brushing off that rust that they may or may not have had.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure, you know, I wasn't, you know, too involved in investigating or anything, but I don't know if those were COVID cases for Mount Vernon or just they kind of had an unlucky break with everybody they've played. And a beautiful block there once again by Kegley.
Goodness, Kyle Kegley, everybody.
Join the fan club, just like I said.
No, that was me. I joined the fan club.
I think everyone should join the fan club. Pulver takes this one.
I don't think Corey Alford's going to be on the email list for the Kyle Kegley fan club. I think he does appreciate his game.
Unless that Kyle Kegley email also includes a transfer waiver.
Good.
West drives in here, sends to Curie. Curie gets quite a few steps there. As Wilson, let's see if he get it back. Here comes Clyde with a rebound, and Clyde grabs two there.
That rebound couldn't have gotten any easier for the 6'11" footer. Ball just knocked right into his hands. And okay, well, I'm 6'11", so I'm going to just lay it in.
I don't think I've ever seen that man jump for a rebound. And here comes West on a breakaway. He gets a one-on-one, and the Foresters have tied it up. West 2 for 4 from the field right now, but like I said, very unselfish, sharing the ball quite well. 3 assists on the day. A long three here. That one sinks again. This is definitely a shootout here. That's two from Cade Rudsager. Finally getting a little bit of that mojo he had in Upland the other night.
Right, had 24 points in his first collegiate game. That's very impressive by the freshman.
Dyer takes a spill, gets up.
I think they're looking for a travel.
I thought I was looking for a travel too. That's kind of the thing. As Wilson with a beautiful rebound after it tipped off of Pulver and Curie. West resetting, 15 seconds remaining. West drives in here and he gets blocked and fouled.
Oh.
And West takes
hurt.
I think West kind of got hacked in the face, but he is back up.
He's tough.
He is a tough player. That is 100% true. And a timeout for Coach Alford again. Coach Alford being...
Let's take a look at this foul again. I think he gets whacked in the head here.
Oh, yep. 100%.
Got whacked a little bit.
Tough player. All right, we'll take it with him. We'll be right back for 2 Peyton West free throws. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker. Foresters down 3 right now. We'll be right back.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Peyton West going to take 2 shots here. First one up and good. Peyton West minimizing this lead just a little bit. Right now, West an 83% free throw shooter. At 2 there for him as the Foresters bring it back within 1. I was about to say huge offensive possession here for the Cougars, but I think from the next 11:56, I think every possession is going to be a huge offensive possession.
Got a push on Mitchell Wilson there.
Huntington foul on number 1, Mitchell Wilson. His first, the team's fifth.
This is going to be fun. I can't wait to see how this turns out, Carson.
Me too. I'm really excited.
It could go really either way.
5 fouls for the Foresters, 3 fouls for the Cougars, but not expecting that to last very long for either team. Foresters going to have to deal with the loss of Zach Goodline. And another foul called. There it is. Just like I said, not going to be very long without a foul. That foul will be on number 22.
Mount Vernon foul on number 22, Ken Rugsager.
On Rugsager.
His first, the team's fourth.
And here comes Peyton West. Pulver to Wilson. Wilson back to West. West has the opportunity to pick up his dribble. He's not going to do it as he takes the 2. No good.
Decent looking shot there. Just couldn't finish it.
Kind of how I play in my 2K, my player. I just take whatever shot I think I have, and that's why my teammate grade's always so bad. And another travel called there. So another turnover there for the Cougars. Well, accounted for 12 turnovers on the day. Here comes Dyer again. The question is, at what point does Goodline come back in this game? He hasn't fouled out yet, has 4 on the day as Dyer takes this one from deep. No good!
Carson, I think that's the biggest difference from this entire season to this game. The Foresters are shooting less than 20% from outside the arc. Just Wednesday night, they shot over 50% as a team. And, I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, that's really the reason why they can't get past this Cougars defense.
Another foul called there yet again.
There's just a lot of energy on this Cougars team that I don't think the Foresters have seen all season. This is a very solid defensive team. You really don't know who it's going to come from. Everybody is just sporadic, they're fast, they're very well conditioned.
And you said the word energy, and you took it somewhere where I didn't think it was going, but I feel like a pulse in here. Even with no crowd, you can definitely feel the energy and the excitement coming from the benches.
Oh, both benches are very, very involved in this game. And I know the coach has probably told them that into the season, saying, hey, you guys got to really pick up the energy on the bench because we're not going to be able to feed off of the crowd. And since there is no crowd, there is no really home court advantage.
Pulver gets that one in for 2. And, I think the other thing is a lot of these guys, let's say a good majority of them, a couple from Michigan, Ohio, Indiana. These are states where high school basketball is a religion, where gyms are some of the biggest gyms in the entire world. Think about like Newcastle. My alma mater, Carroll, seats about a couple thousand. This is a relatively smaller gym as a 3 made there compared to what most of these guys are used to. On top of that, it's empty. So it's good. I mean, this isn't a Value City Arena or anything like that, but it makes a difference as Middlesworth takes a tumble there. Middlesworth has an opportunity to tie the game up here on shots.
That foul was on Cade Rusager.
Middlesworth been pretty. Middlesworth 87% from the line.
Got a replay.
Definitely got a lot of arm there.
It's good. It's a good replay. Couldn't tell necessarily if it was a foul or not, but
first one up and good.
Huge thank you to the broadcast team outside of the announcer booth up here. We got a lot of really good replays going today. A lot of great camera work.
Second one up and good as Middlesworth ties the game. Like you said, this game really could have gone either way, and that's exactly what's showing right here.
It's 50-50 now.
Two teams that were incredibly close.
Foresters thought they had that one. I'm not sure. That was pretty close. What all the players were doing, they were kind of hitting their knees, almost like they were doing a little high step there. I think that's what they were calling for, that it hit off his leg. Humberkaus comes in here, and a beautiful 2 yet again from Kegley.
Been saying his name quite a lot today. Here comes West, gets that one tipped away, but it goes to Dyer, who's going to take a three, no good, as Middlesworth grabs it there.
I think that late pressure by Hilliard, I think that late pressure by him really kind of messed up the shot a little bit.
10 seconds remaining on the clock. The bench getting very excited. Bench calling for the shot clock violation, and Hummerkaus finally drains one.
That's what the Foresters were missing right there, was the three-point baskets by Ben Hummerkaus.
Only 5 for 22 right now from deep, and that one, a sloppy play there from the Cougars, cost them big time. The Foresters with a huge opportunity here.
Foresters handled the pressure very well there. Now, the pressure was only coming from the bench and the 5 that were on the floor, but they handled it very well, as there was only a couple seconds left on the shot clock.
And Hummerkaus just automatic.
Right, the Cougars were definitely ready for that turnover to happen, but Hummerkaus nonetheless.
And here comes Dyer here, no good. Middlesworth the rebound, tries to go up with it, gets the foul, but can't sink it.
Look at the Forester bench go, man. These guys are so in it to win it right now. Cougars bench as well is doing the same thing, rooting on their defense.
Middlesworth going to go for 2 here. First one up and good, giving the Foresters a 2-point lead. Middlesworth has not missed today so far. Middlesworth up and good again, giving the Foresters a 3-point lead. And now the Cougars will take a timeout. And we'll take it with them. We're right back here. Foresters with a 3-point lead, 55-22, 52. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, FDN Sports. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. I'm Carson Watkins. He's Ryan Walker.
Yes, I am.
And right now, 55-52. And Ryan, you said a broken record, but I'm going to say it again. This has been everything we've wanted and more.
Well, this has been fun, and I know it's going to be fun for the rest of the game here. I really don't think someone's going to go on such a run that really takes the game away here and carries it out, but what about some overtime basketball, Carson?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I
don't know if my little heart couldn't handle it.
Mine can. I'll take over.
I do enjoy overtime. I really do. Maybe we'll just see what happens.
When my favorite team's playing.
Yeah.
That's not easy. Just win the game, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It's kind of you like those exciting games, but when your team's up 28 in the third quarter, it's not as exciting. Knox is going to take a 3 here, no good. And Pulver grabs the rebound, and the Foresters with a huge opportunity yet again.
How about this? Freshman Mitchell Wilson bringing up the ball. That's something we really don't see that often, as Goodline and Peyton West are out of the game.
Pulver's going to drive in here, spin cycle, gets it up, and sinks it!
Wow. That was a beautiful move by Hank Pulver. Really good defense by the Cougars, but Pulver prevails.
Ball moved around the perimeter here. Long 3 there, and that one sinks yet again. Another for Cade.
That's exactly what I was saying before. This game is not going to be carried away by one team or the other. Somebody is going to hit another shot that gets them right back into it.
Here comes Middlesworth into the lane, drives it up and missed it, and the foul called very late.
We get it. Can we get that on replay? I'm not sure about that one.
Mount looking at it here. Let's see, slow it down just a little bit.
Oh my, I don't think so.
A little bit of hand.
If he got a little bit of the hand, I don't know if that's enough to call a foul necessarily, but.
And welcome back to the court, Zach Goodline, a promising sight for Forester fans.
Just can't get another foul. He's out of the game. They need a little bit more offensive production out there.
Yeah, he's got to be incredibly careful, especially like you said, you know, these refs are keeping. So but both sides have really kind of. I haven't seen anything like egregious so far.
Yeah.
This half.
Yeah, it's been some light fouls, but the team that adjusts to that the best way, because I believe it is both ways on the foul call.
Knox.
Cagley scores another beautiful bucket.
Kyle Cagley from an assist from Javen Knox. Here comes Goodline driving into the lane, dishes it out to West from deep, a bounce and no good, but Middlesworth takes a spill inside the key. Hey, it's our man, Brent.
Yes, Brent, since somebody fell, Brent's going to have to clean that up. Nice job there, but it looks like Kegley's hurt, and that's
huge.
That is not a good sign for Cougars basketball right now.
He seems to be walking it off. I'm going to say maybe just a little bit of pain, but.
Yeah, they might have to. Well, he said he was good, so it doesn't look like anybody's going to come in for him, but it's good to see he's putting some weight on. He did. I don't know. He didn't look like he's okay. Good to see him get right back up, though. First one up and good. Forester's in the bonus with 6:30 remaining. Good to see. I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, he's very tall, but has very skinny legs.
He's very lanky, yes.
I was trying not to say that, but
it's very hard. It's very hard to defend somebody like that, and he's very quick and very active on the floor as well. So we'll see if he can kind of brush that off. And yeah, he's walking out of it really well.
Yeah, he's walking out of it.
Good to see.
Incredibly well.
Bit of a scare there.
Middlesworth has this one, crosses him over, gets it, and it gets the hook shot there. A beautiful crossover there.
It's just, those moves are just not what you usually see from typical big men in the NAIA.
Long three there, no good.
Foresters have a really good opportunity to take advantage of that miss there and go up by a little bit more. But look at the Cougar bench. They're clapping, encouraging their teammates. That's exactly what probably their coach is telling them, like, hey, if we turn the ball over, hey, let's encourage them and say, hey, let's get them on this possession, because this possession is very important for both teams.
Let's see what Hummerkaus does here. Hummerkaus driving in. He drives him over. No charge called, and it's going to be Pulver gets up again. No good yet again. Hummerkaus grabs the rebound, gets it in, and blocked in. A foul called.
Is there? No, I don't think there's a foul.
Goaltending?
No, they're just playing it. No,
I don't know.
Brett was popping up a little bit.
Look at this one. What a beautiful rebound there by Pulver. He was under the basket, and he found a way to get back. Oh, but we got a timeout here. But overall, huge possession for the Foresters right there. All right, we'll take it with them. We're back here. Foresters 64, Cougars 57. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
Hello, welcome back inside Platte Arena. I'm Carson Watkins, joined by Ryan Walker. So right now the Foresters have the lead. That's a start. With a couple huge offensive possessions, was exactly what they needed to do. They finally started sinking some of those shots that they just needed to sink, Ryan.
Yeah, and bringing Goodline in was very important. They had Mitchell Wilson bringing the ball up, and Wilson is very, very good point guard. Don't get me wrong, but he just hasn't brought up the ball a lot this year. So when they had him on the floor, resting Peyton and making sure that Zach Goodline didn't foul out and make sure he's a part of this entire ball game, you know, I think they needed that spark, and as soon as they came in, it happened. I mean, both Goodline and Peyton West are very unselfish players. They're going to be able to pick up their buckets, but both of them really get all of the players involved because, I mean, they got a really good shooting team and a really good scoring team. I mean, they've got everybody on the floor can shoot the three. Everybody on the floor can drive and get it to the bucket as well.
Hummerkaus tries to block him there.
I mean, really everybody on the team can shoot from outside.
Yeah. Just they haven't been quite sinking yet today, but they sanked when it mattered, especially. Foul called there, I believe, on Pulver.
It was very uncharacteristic by Foresters shooting so poorly from outside today, as they are top 5 in the NAIA in making three-point baskets. They've made 13 on average per game. That's a lot.
That was the Foresters 6, so the next one will bring them into the bonus. The Cougars into the bonus. Foresters already there. That's also incredibly important. I know you said it, that this team, that neither of these are just going to be won off of a drive from either team. Hummerkaus done great defense there, but now that neither team has a foul to give, that's going to come up huge soon.
That's a pretty shot.
Knox with a beautiful shot there.
I'm telling you, man, no team is going to be able to just take this and run with it.
Foresters with 2 timeouts remaining. Cougars with 4. So the Cougars have the opportunity to maybe ice someone at the free throw line, perhaps. Goodline sends that one into Middlesworth, who had to keep it in bounds. Pulver made a couple from there in a sweet spot. Not going to take it there as Goodline drives in, gets the floater, no good.
Cougars have another chance to bring it within 1 possession here. I bet you they will.
Inside here. Kegley drops it. My apologies, that was, actually it was Kegley. That one gets away. Goodline gets the foul. That puts the Foresters in the double bonus now with 3:47 remaining.
Yeah.
Huge.
Very important to keep track of is now every foul, Foresters are going to get 2 free throw attempts.
I know we were kind of talking about it. We hope these interactions are good with the officials, and Peyton West was just laughing with one of the officials, and you can see in the frame they're still talking. You love to see that. First one up and good. Look at Goodline right here, drove in.
As Goodline makes the second one.
66-60 now with 3:45 remaining, and the Cougars with yet another timeout.
This is a full timeout, Mount Vernon.
So, very important timeout. Now the Foresters with 2, Mount Vernon with 3. So it's going to be huge for them. It's going to be huge for them to use this timeout to their advantage. And they're slowing down the Foresters' pace right here, for 1. And for 2, they're helping kind of rejuvenate the guys. And Ryan, tell us who today's broadcast is brought to you by.
We miss you in the bleachers and in the stands, but you still play a huge role in the Forester Athletics story. We need your cheers and we need your support. If playing a sport mattered to you in your life, consider becoming a member of the Forester Athletics Club. You can support athletics in general or a specific sport that has significance to you. To learn more, visit huathletics.com. One of those sports could be basketball, as it's been really exciting this year. I mean, 6-0. Despite, I don't think they've played a ranked team yet, but still, nonetheless, 6-0 start, really great in non-conference play, and really have a dogfight right now with Mount Vernon.
I do believe that one of the teams they played in the Nespros Classic, I think it was IU Southeast, was receiving votes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think you're right about that one.
So, receiving votes, and looking ahead, we said very different, very crazy next week for the Foresters. Goshen, the 10th ranked team in the Crossroads League consistently, versus the number 3 team in the country in the Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats.
That'll be fun.
It's going to be huge. Both of them on the road, too. Forester's first road stand in Foresters have not played a road game yet. This one gets drove in here. Gets picked off by Goodline. Double team there, being very effective. Beautiful pass there. Peyton West blocks it. He blocked the pass. It went off the backboard and landed in the arms of the Cougars. Just a little bit too much power on it, Ryan.
Cougars got a nice break there, having the ball go right down in the lane. Easy bucket for 2.
A foul called there. They're going to say it's not a shooting foul, but the Forces are in the double. That foul was on Kegley, his 3rd.
It's a guy that they can't afford to lose.
Yeah.
22 points and flirting with 15 rebounds. They got 14 right now.
First one up and good. Middlesworth being automatic from the line today. This one up and good as well. Forster shooting 18 for 21 from the free throw line, and another timeout for the Cougars.
I think they got about 100 timeouts.
They saved all of them. I will give them that. And, you know, we'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on FDN Sports.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
And welcome back inside Platt Arena. Carson Watkins joined by Ryan Walker. Knox trying to move this one in. A long 3, in, out, back in. And now the Cougars within 3, a very wise timeout yet again. That was a 3 there from Clay Hilliard.
I'm telling you, nobody's going to be able to take this lead and run with it. Both Foresters and the Cougars, when they've been down today, have hit that 3 or a couple possessions where they hit a couple 2s. And
Pulver takes this one, no good. Middlesworth tries to grab the rebound, but it's out of bounds. And now the Cougars with a huge opportunity. This is always one to look out for, Ryan. I mean,
big time opportunity here. Down by 3. Oh boy, this is going to be a blast. Stay tuned.
Yeah, don't click your remote or wherever you're on your phone. I know this is on YouTube, so.
This is a lot more fun than watching Netflix or something.
Yeah, I agree. Nothing better than live sports. This is the long 3, no good. You know, this year you didn't have sports for what, 4 months? I mean,
yeah, maybe even longer than that. It was. I don't even want to think about that, Carson.
That was tragic. Ball moved in here, no good yet again. So once again, the Cougars with a huge opportunity.
Bigger sense of urgency because they know how much time they have left, and they realize, hey, Huntington's gonna just kind of slow the ball down and take it down to the wire.
And we're in the double bonus, so no fouls allowed. No foul called there on Middlesworth. I believe it was on Middlesworth at least, and it was on Middlesworth. They're gonna call him for a push.
Knox is a pretty good free throw shooter too, so we'll see if they can take advantage and cut this lead to 1.
He's 2 for 3 on the season, so 2 for 3 against Taylor. First one up and good.
Wow, good bounce.
He got the lucky bounce if I've ever seen one.
Now, Carson, what were you saying before about the game last year? Didn't you say somebody had a certain lead and then it dwindled down into overtime?
I believe it was the Foresters
it was the
who had a 10-point lead with 8 minutes remaining. Now the Foresters down 1.
Look at the bench all standing up for the Cougars. This is going to get very exciting, folks. Foresters are going to try to take as much clock away, but if they have an open shot, they need to take it.
Goodline gets the pick there, sends it to Middlesworth. 17 on the shot clock into Pulver. Pulver across the west. Travel called on Pulver.
Oh, wow.
Knox has this one, so huge opportunity yet again. 1:14 remaining. Here comes Knox. He drives it in. No shot. Is it the foul? Is the foul on West, though?
It is. Should be. Yeah.
Foul is on West, so that gets the 1-and-1. Can tie it up here.
Not only tie it up, they make both. They're in the lead.
One thing to mention, though, during last year, the Foresters had a 1-1 opportunity and missed it. First one up and good. Tie ball game. Ryan, what are the lottery numbers? Because since I said, what are the lottery numbers? Because you know that no team is going to run away with this one. I think you're pretty good at seeing the future today. Second one up and good. Now the Cougars in the lead.
I will not say anything. I'll keep it to myself. How about that?
Sounds good to me. Here comes Goodline driving in, gets it up, no good. And now the Cougars have it with time to spare.
They're not going to foul.
They can't. So West, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 46 on the game clock.
This
15.
game just flipped.
Big time as this one drives in. West gets the foul, and that brings it across court. 5-second differential. This is huge in the double bonus.
I think he may have gotten his leg out there at the last second. I think that's what the ref saw there. That can't once you're set in your screen, you can't move until that player's gone. You have to establish yourself and your feet, and you can't stick your leg out, or you can't move, you can't shift your body, and that's where the foul was picked up there.
And that was Keegley's force, so they might need him if overtime happens. And yep, Peyton West.
Let's see that again. I just missed it.
So
we're looking at 20. Kegley here.
Kegley, yep, definitely got his leg out. So this
I don't know. I don't think we had the best angle on that one to see, but
what is undoubted is that West took a huge spill. So West has the opportunity to tie the game here.
But that's a big time foul call for the Foresters, because now they get the ball back. I mean, the game completely flipped, and Mount Vernon all of a sudden had all of the momentum shifted their way, and it looked like they could have locked up the win. But nonetheless, Foresters get the ball back down by 1, and we're at 35 seconds here, Carson. This is
exciting.
Some good old holiday hoops here. Stay glued to your TV.
So the big thing is does Peyton West tie it? Does Peyton West take the lead here? Does, by chance, one of them go in, one of them not? The Foresters grab a very lucky rebound. The possibilities are endless, Ryan. There's about 4 possibilities, but I'll say endless because.
The possibilities are very much.
Oh, okay. So actually, they're not going to. Since it was a moving screen, I guess they're just going to make them inbound it.
I think you can only get the shot off if you're on the offensive side. I could be wrong, though.
So 35 seconds. Zach Goodline has this one. Goodline passes it to Hummerkaus, to Pulver. Back to Hummerkaus in the Middlesworth. Middlesworth goes up with it, and he gets it in!
Interesting move there to challenge Kyle Kegley. I know he's got 4 fouls, but he has been the defensive player of the game so far as Mount Vernon takes a timeout. Very interesting, though, to go towards him. He has been all over the place on the defensive side, but Caleb Middlesworth taking advantage of that 4th foul that Kegley does have.
Definitely, he saw the opportunity for sure. It's like, well, you know, if I miss this, if he fouls me, I still get the shots, and Kegley's out of the game. So 70-69 here. Look at this one, folks. As it moves up here. Yep, good hook shot there by just perfect. So 16 seconds remaining. Shot clock is dead. 1 point lead. So this is a huge draw up here. See what happens here. Foresters cannot foul. 100% cannot foul. Mount Vernon misses the shot. The minute they wrap their arms around whoever grabs the rebound, they're going to the line for 2. This has been a good one, Ryan. I think this has been the best game of the season thus far. These two teams always just play each other super well, Ryan.
It always comes down to the wire. I like that.
That's just what we love about the Crossroads League. You know, a lot of the talent just kind of comes from the same talent pool, and they're both just incredibly good.
Nobody likes a snoozer.
No one likes a snoozer for sure. So, smart move there by the Cougars to get out of get cross court, so they do get the positioning. Huge opportunity here for the Foresters defense. Gonna have to see what they drew up. 16 seconds remaining. Not like they have to try to get it off immediately. And Knox is gonna take it all the way back to the court.
They're gonna take their time. I wonder if they are gonna take the last shot, or are they gonna try to drive and get it here?
Knox drives in, gets it up. One bounce, no good. Who has it? Knox has his one, sets it up for the buzzer beater!
My goodness.
And Coach Offer calls the timeout. Knox clutching Platt Arena yet again.
You have got to be
my goodness.
Me. Javen Knox. Ice in his veins.
He grabs it. Look, he notices the clock. He took it up. Perfect shot. Oh my goodness.
I'm speechless.
0.4 seconds left. So whatever coach.
Now they say around 0.4, 0.3 seconds to go, you can kind of get that shot off really quick. We'll see if they try to heave it down the court, or if they're just going to try to inbound it around 3/4 court and heave it.
Let's see what happens here.
Carson, I didn't mean to bring up what happened last year late in the game, but that's exactly what's happened. We just didn't have overtime.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. But worst case scenario right now for the Cougars is somehow they get a foul. So let's see what Alfred drew. So we have Hummerkaus and West at the line at midcourt. Goodline's going to inbound it. Has his hands up.
They're going to heave it. Nope.
Goodline runs across the court. Throws it way deep to Hummerkaus. Hummerkaus, it's out of bounds. Too much on it.
And that's going to do it for the game.
Yep. Just a little bit too high. Zach Goodline.
It's impossible to win now.
99.9% for the Cougars. So the Foresters, we'll see what happens. If Pulver
camera difficulties there.
So the Cougars away with a 1-point win and a heartbreaker for the Foresters for their first loss of the year. We'll be right back here for some post-game analysis.
This is how we like to do it.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
This is how we like to do it.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside Platt Arena. I'm Carson Watkins. He's Ryan Walker. A tough loss for the Foresters today. They fall to 6-1 on the season, but man, what a good fight they put up, Ryan.
Sheesh, that was a really good game, Carson. I mean, we've seen a couple blowouts this year.
Yep.
It was just really fun to have a really good game, and unfortunately, the Foresters took the loss there, but it was to a very good Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars team that, I mean, obviously, Jevin Knox hit the last shot there. That was really fun to watch for these holiday hoops action.
Oh, it was incredible to watch. And, Knox, what a great game by him over. We put him down as the player of the game. He knew what he was doing. I mean, you just saw how he had 25 points, 7 rebounds. He drove to the hoop in almost Shakespearean. Last year he had a game-winning 3 game-tying 3 in Platt Arena, and this year he makes that one. I mean, my goodness. I mean, just check his temperature because he has ice in his veins, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And although he did have ice in his veins, he heated up towards the end of the game. I mean, geez, we were going to do Kyle Kegley as our player of the game for the Cougars, but obviously on the game-winning shot, as you'll see on your screen right here. I mean, Nothing but net, little floater.
No, it was
You gotta be kidding
It
me.
was just so clutch. I mean, he kind of took that step back. You don't make that shot 9 out of 10 times. You take
Not
a step
usually.
back. He didn't really have a good look at it. And what awareness by him. He was looking at the ground. I thought there was like 10 seconds left. I looked at the clock. I was like, oh, my goodness.
That was it. And they only had a
0.4 second.
Yeah, half of a
Just,
second.
I mean, it was a good play and good job by, unfortunately, just they didn't have the time to try to draw it up. It was a great throw by Goodline to try to talk, but just a little bit too high for,
Right.
but good play overall. But the Foresters got Goshen and Iowa next week, especially Iowa, the number 3 team in the country. And this is not the time to dwell on this. You got to go to practice and just. What a great game from both teams involved. I'm really excited for the rest of the season, Ryan.
And this Forester squad is very, very talented. Don't get me wrong. And so is Mount Vernon. It's going to be a really tough conference this year, yet again.
As usual.
We'll see how the Foresters bounce back next game.
Yeah, we want to thank everyone in our FDN Sports crew for helping us out today, and we want to thank you guys for tuning in. It was a great game today. Foresters on the road twice next week in Goshen and Indiana Wesleyan. You can check huntington.athletics.com for the athletic schedule and get the links to those games. But for the entire FDN Sports crew, I'm Carson Watkins. He's Ryan Walker. Foresters dropped this one off of some clutch shooting.